All right, guys, this is a recap between the Raiders and Broncos game. I told you guys it will be a low scoring game. It will be a close game. Take the under. I said smash the under. This game is a rivalry game on Thursday. There's no way they're scoring a lot of points, and I was proven right. I gave this information out for free on my YouTube channel. If you look at week 10 picks and then look at my most confident picks or go to the Raiders versus Broncos tab on my chapters, you'll find there my breakdown between it. Go ahead and check it out. There's more videos on there, and like and subscribe while you're there as well. But again, let me talk about this game, right? And let's be honest about a couple of things. One thing first, the topics I have to talk about. Pete Carroll might be Joe Biden, right? Pete Carroll might be Joe Biden. The guy is senile. I don't think he has a brain anymore. I think Pete Carroll needs to be in a retirement home. This guy is the worst game manager I've seen since Kyle Shanahan, right? That's how bad Pete Carroll has become. I don't understand it. He's made countless errors and more errors and more errors. These just bad coaching by Pete Carroll. I don't understand it. And next is, how about the Broncos? How bad is Bo Nix? Bo Nix is god awful. He is terrible. He misses open receiver, open touchdowns. This Denver Broncos team, they have good O-line play. They have good running game. They have everything you need for. They have Cortland Sutton, who's playing like a top 10 receiver in the NFL right now, playing like an all-pro receiver. That's how good Cortland Sutton's playing. And Bo Nix can't do anything to help this offense. They only score 10 points. They're scoring 0 points through 3 quarters against the Giants. They're scoring only 15, 18 points against the Houston Texans. That's who Bo Nix is. Is this a Denver Broncos team that's good enough to win a Super Bowl, but because Bo Nix is holding them back, that's the reason why they don't win it? Because their defense looks legit. Their defense is playing really well. Their offensive weapons, when they're clicking, they play well. So when Bo Nix is playing well, their offense looks amazing. But why is Bo Nix not playing well? And it goes back to his Auburn days at college. And people are going to say, that was so long time ago. It doesn't matter. That's who you are. We saw the flaws. We saw that these Auburn kids, he's at Auburn. He was born an Auburn fan. These Auburn people, these Auburn fans, they don't like Bo Nix because he's inaccurate and he can't win games. And Bo Nix right now is going back to that. He played well in Oregon, yes. And he got drafted into the first round, yes, because how well he played at Oregon. But that's still that little Auburn kid that's in there. And that Auburn kid has been showing a lot recently. He missed throws against the Chargers. He missed throws against the Giants early. He missed a lot of throws where he could have won the game and had the game even more out of reach than what it was, because they've been only winning by field goals. Let's see their last couple games, what they've been doing. They've been only winning by field goals, right? Look, one possession game here, blowout here. Okay, one possession, blowout versus Dallas, one possession, one possession. So they've been a lot of one possession games. But Bo Nix is god awful. I mean, he is. I I don't know if how to even take him over Geno Smith. I think that how bad Bo Nix. I like Geno Smith. I think Geno Smith is a decent quarterback. I think Bo Nix might be worse. He is so bad, you cannot make it up. But they had a good run game. They had no first downs for the first 3. Brock Bowers played well, even though Brock Bowers only had 1 catch for 31 yards. That 31 yards should have been almost a touchdown, but he played well. Tyler Lockett played well. I mean, the Raiders were moving the ball. They weren't moving the ball a lot, but when they got a first down, it kept matriculating to more first downs, more first downs. And then Pete Carroll basically lost in this game. He 100% lost in this game. This is Pete Carroll. They're 2-7 now. He needs to get absolutely fired. He is a joke of a coach right now. I'm going to show you a couple plays of what Pete Carroll is doing, right? Pete Carroll right here. What time is this? 5:22. Look what Pete Carroll does. So mind you this, right? This team cannot move the ball, okay? So this team right here cannot move the ball. They cannot get a first down, right? 3 straight possessions with no first downs to start the game. Everybody was booing them. Everybody was saying racial slurs or whatever. It was brutal to watch. You could say that's Evan Ingram's fault. That's not Bo Nix's fault. I completely agree. But then look at this, right? He gets Brock Bowers gets stopped right there on an end around, and then now it's 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15, or whatever it is, and they get 9 yards here to make it 4th and 5. And when they make it 4th and 5, I'm thinking, okay, maybe you kick a 55-yard field goal. Maybe you kick a 55-yard field goal from the 38-yard line, or you punt the ball, pin them back deep again, and then with your really, really good punter who's been an all-pro before and who's pinned them at the 1-yard line already that day, right? Already, I think the last drive he actually pinned them at the 1. Let's have him pin them inside the 5, inside the 10, and have them drive 90 yards because their offense is not working. And let's put them under pressure when they're behind the sticks, behind the field, when they're backed up inside their own 10-yard line. That's how I would have played it. I would have trusted, maybe said, hey, Daniel Carlson, can you make this kick? We don't know, right? But I would have not went for it on 4th down. No way in hell I would have went on 4th down. If you do not get this, you're giving them prime field position where you were winning the field position. At one point, it was 37-yard. Their average drive starter was at the 37-yard line for the Raiders, their own 37, while the Broncos were at their own 13. That's a huge, huge advantage that Pete Carroll was like, hey, let's just we'll go for it on 4th and 5, and let's get caught up in a blitz. And who's this? Hafunga is going to sack me, and then now we're at midfield again. Now they're at midfield. They get a freaking couple first downs, right? J.K. Dobbins does J.K. Dobbins things, get a couple first downs. They're playing well. And that's just how the season's been going for the Raiders. They play well enough to win some games, but they don't finish it because Pete Carroll's an idiot. And that's just the truth. Pete Carroll's so bad at coaching right now. I just think he just lost it. I think he lost it, right? They actually got a turnover on this play, but it doesn't matter. It flipped the field position, and that's all that mattered. Oh, no, they actually scored a touchdown. What am I saying? No, they did score a touchdown on that play. Yeah, I was right. They scored a touchdown. But that's not even the worst Pete Carroll. This is the worst Pete Carroll. You want to talk about the worst Pete Carroll? Is 100% this. Right here. Where's it at? Nope. It's late in the game. You cannot be making decisions like this late in the game. It's just really bad football. Where is it at? So it's 1st and 5 here, right? Max Crosby did a beautiful move to try to sack Bo Nix, who dumped the ball, had an incompletion, but beautiful. I did not think it was offsides. They thought they called it offsides. Whatever. Call it offsides, right? Player hate. Okay? Now, J.K. Dobbins gets the 2nd and 1. They burn a timeout here. Right? Are they not going to show it? Okay, let's go by the play-by-play then. What the fuck? They just fucked me like a dog. Okay, let's go by the play-by-play then. 4th down right here. Boom, 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 boom. End of game. So look what happens right here, right? 1st and 5. So what was it? 1st and 10, 7-yard run. 7-yard run, 1st and 10. 5-yard run, 2nd and 3. But they call the timeout here. Where is it at? Nope, it's on inches. 2nd and 1, right here it is. Encroachment by Max Crosby does the offsides I was talking about. Then it was 1st and 5. They got to 2nd and 1. The guy burns a timeout, right? No, he doesn't burn a timeout. He only has 2 timeouts left. J.K. Dobbins runs the ball for no gain from 2nd and 1 to make it 3rd and inches. Then they call their 2nd timeout. Why do you call a timeout? If you're calling a timeout there, you better tell your team, hey, let's go off sides. Hey, let's get a face mask penalty. Hey, let's do a big penalty where it stops the clock. Let's go off sides after this timeout. Let's go off sides and let's try to get this a 1st and 10, and we can have a chance to win the game instead of me burning a timeout on 3rd and inches. And if they get a 1st down, I only have 1 timeout left and the 2-minute warning, right? And that's what happened, right? They got Bo Nix quarterback sneak, and then they got the 1st down. Then they burned the 3rd timeout, so they have no more timeouts at the 2:18 mark. 1 1st down wins it. Even if you don't get a 1st down, they get the ball back with 25 seconds, the Raiders, because that's how the clock works. That's how the math works with the 40-second clock. And they'll get the ball with like 25, 30 seconds. And J.K. Dobbins anyways got the 1st down, but it's just bad coaching by Pete Carroll. I mean, this guy might be Joe Biden. I'm not even kidding you. It's that bad. He is a really bad coach right now. And I don't know how to explain it. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was quick. Like and subscribe. And watch my Week 10 picks, please. Watch my Week 10 picks. I'm actually giving you guys gold out there. You're welcome.